once the opportunity arose for him to close the show, he did it in emphatic style.
Whatever he hits falls.
KUGAN, CASSIUS, IFL TV, MTK Global. Can I plug Stamina for sale as well?
And Adidas.
And Adidas. Adidas. We're here, Ladbroke Grove, Dale Youth, the new Dale Youth.
Yeah, brilliant.
First of all, it's glad to see the club kind of up and running again in a different place, but from where they were, the people from this area, what they had to go through a couple of years ago to now, it's good to see something positive sort of coming from this.
First of all, dream it, believe it, become it. you know that you know that's how we got to start, Coog. And secondly, every time I'm interviewed by the great KUGAN CASSIUS, you know them hairs that come on the back of you. You know the ones that just go ping. It's like it's an honor. I'm telling you, like
it ain't an honor.
I don't. No disrespect to Umar, but I actually texted him the other day. I said, I'm not being interviewed by no IFO guys but KUGAN CASSIUS, because the journey has been magnificent. And I'm just, you know me, I'm Mr. Positive, and I'm just so happy that everything is going the way you wanted it to go. So yeah.
Give Umar a little push up, because we'll watch this and want to cry later.
Yeah, trust me.
His heartbroken come back from Russia. So
yes.
Okay, look. I just, he was out in Russia, and I know you spoke after him to him for 20 minutes after the fight, but
yes.
I've just got to say, like, a lot of people in general, especially around the Kovalev and Anthony's fight with him, were like ringing me up, and some people in boxing, some people not in boxing, and they're like, this guy, Tunde. I'm like, yeah. They're like, is he for real? I'm like, yeah. But there's people that are in boxing that sort of say to me as well, they go, fucking hell, I can't stand him. Right? So I go, all right, okay. But what I do say is, and this is kind of what I say to the majority of people that I have the conversation with, I say to them, whatever Tunde says and whatever Tunde does it have any impact on your life?
There you go.
Like, negative or positive, does it?
Obviously.
No, it doesn't. Okay. So, is he saying anything that's negative? Yes. Addressing negativity isn't the same as talking about negativity. So is Tunde saying anything? Is he being negative? In the morning, singing your songs and in the car and... Is he doing anything? For me, you're like positive.
Usher was coming. Usher, you know what? For 10 days, no music. So those people that are direct messaging saying, Tunde, what's going on? I'm like, it's Bilal Ali's time now. After the 27th, just check your Instagram, 5 a.m. in the morning. I'll wake you up.
One person said to me, KUGAN, the guy said that Anthony Yarde had a better skill set than Andre Ward. I said, yeah, but that's his opinion. And also, if he can explain why he believes it,
exactly, then
I don't see a problem with that. You can call it deluded, you can call it what you want, but if someone can explain what they mean,
yes,
you can't just come out of a statement like that and go, all right, why? And you go, no, I don't want to talk about it, I'm not explaining it. If you explain it, then I don't see a problem with that. But all I see from you is kind of you being positive.
Yes. And listen, let me tell you something. You can never get me down. Nobody.
I think people have learnt that now.
Trust me, you can't take my energy. Energy, frequency, and vibration. My vibes is always going to be high. And that's why, as soon as I got back into London, I was on my social media, just thanking everybody for the support, because it's gonna stay here. I'm never gonna be down, and I'm, you know, the people that say negative things, they're supposed to be there. It's life. They teach us in science. It's polarity. It's the law of gender, male, female, up, down, left, right, positive, negative. I just have trained myself, Coog, to only think about positive things and look at everything as positive, because the truth is nothing can exist without a positive and a negative. And just like Russia, so many positives. And yes, if you look for the negatives, they're always going to be there. They're always going to be something you can say, he should have done it, they should have done that, why didn't they do this, why didn't they do that? But guess what? I ain't seen no one else get to the elite level of the sport in 4 years, with 12 amateur fights and 18 professional fights. And many people said that we should never be there. Many people said the fight wasn't going to happen. That's what, remember that?
Yeah,
remember that?
A large proportion of the boxing world did think that this fight would not happen, especially in August.
Yes, but that's the positive. If you think positive, you get positive. If you think other than that, it's just like the Russian people. People was like, Tun, pack your own food. Tun, sleep with one eye open. Tun, them Russian, they're racist. No, brother, that's what's in your mind, sorry. No, that's what's in your mind. In my mind, these are loving, caring people. People that you can approach.
Absolutely.
And guess what? Apart from my luggage getting nicked or missed, but misplaced, the people were beautiful. Russian people, I don't have nothing bad to say at them. So Putin, I'm looking a job as your spokesman. The Russian, listen man, these people were good people. I'm just being honest, Coop. And I'll tell you why they were good. Because I didn't see in my own mind anything other than being good. And that's what I got. So
you're talking about Russia, and to be fair, it was a big factor, your kind of decision.
Yes.
Let's take out the financial element of it, because I don't understand why people even bring up the financial aspect of things, because people are going in there with the risk of getting killed. So you should be paid. Whatever you're getting, you should be getting paid. So
100%.
Take that aside. You're still going to Russia, where the cards, in people's minds, and maybe in the back of your mind, are stacked against you. So you're taking a decision to go to Kovalev's backyard and make things as uncomfortable and as uneasy as you could possibly make it.
Yes.
So if he can do it there,
or
come close to doing it there, then he can do it anywhere.
Listen, Coop, I said it to Umar. I'm saying it to you, the IFL TV fans. The reward for risk is big. I'm going to say it again. The reward for risk is big. You can't be sitting at home thinking greatness and not take the leap. The reason why Anthony Yarde's stock has risen since the fight, another reason why I say it can never be a negative, is because he dared to be great. And that's what it's about. You know who Tunde Ajayi is. I made you know who Tunde Ajayi is. And the people that didn't want to ever see me on this level or this platform, guess what? You're going to get more of me. Give him more of him, son. Give him, as my dad would say, if the people don't like you, give them more of yourself. And that's what I'm doing. So I just feel that Anthony was great. He is great. To me, Anthony Yarde is everything. He's a special young man. And obviously Anthony has to deal with the inevitable demons that are going to enter his head. I always say, Ant, we live in a vibrational world where thoughts come into your head. Cancel. You might spend a whole day cancelling negative thoughts in your own mind. But just think about me and you jumping outside at Frank Warren's office 4 years ago. 4 years later, look at us. These are the things I say to Anne, and I'm proud of him.
What do you say to those that suggested after the fight that Anthony should get a new trainer?
Okay. You know what my suggestion is? Why didn't you ask Joe Gallagher that when Batavia knocked out Callum Johnson? Why didn't you ask Joe Gallagher that when Canelo Alvarez stopped Liam Smith? Why didn't you ask that? Why didn't you ask Enzo Kazagi that when Nathan Keverly got done by Sergey Kovalev? I'll tell you why you never asked him. Because you didn't think we would be in this position. You didn't think that person who you think's got a loud mouth will be here. But again, the suggestion you make to yourself is more powerful than the suggestion of others. I know what's in my heart, I know what's in my mind, and I only want the best for Anthony and the whole of the Stamina for Sale team. So the people that make these assertions, you work hard for 20 years. You get up at 4 a.m. every day for 20 years, Monday to Sunday, and be in the gym. You take a young man from the streets of Stratford, Ilford, East London, you do it. You get to the level where we get to, and then maybe I might listen. But until then, take your opinions, shove it. How you like that one?
It is the most opinionated sport, which kind of...
And I'm opinionated, so I
No,
don't
but
mind.
you're opinionated, but it's an opinionated sport, and it's what kind of makes
That's
the
what I'm saying.
backstory of the sports of boxing so great.
Yes.
Because aside from the fights, there's a whole little
Yes.
world that people can have their thoughts
And let me just say
and their
that, sorry to
opinions.
interrupt you.
Go on.
This is why I told BT it should be pay-per-view. Was I wrong? Come on. The whole nation was locked down. That fight should have been pay-per-view. And BT would have had... I just spoke to my man Chris from BT there. I said, I told you. I just had all these young children I've never seen before shouting lines in the camp. Entertainment. Tunde Ajayi is an entertainer. And that is the polarity side of boxing. Yes, it's a very serious sport, hence why I get up 3 a.m. every single day and I study boxing. And then I go to the gym at 5 a.m. It's serious. But one cannot live their life always on serious mode. There has to be the other side, and that's what it's about.
A lot of people's opinion after this fight kind of all came down to the same thing about the lack of experience
Yes.
going into this fight.
Yes.
Hindsight's a wonderful thing, clearly.
Yes.
But how do you kind of see that now? That
Yes.
that factor, that lack of experience from going from his amateur record
Yes.
to not that many pro fights
Yes.
to Sergey Kovalev.
Yes.
How do you see that situation now if you look back at that in a kind of diplomatic way?
Very good question. And I'm going to give you the answer. Because you know I've got answers. As my dad used to say, this Mr. Ajayi has got answers for everything. And he has.
Have you?
I said it from the start. Education oftentimes beats experience. 99 times out of 100, new knowledge can beat experience. How do you know this? A pro 4 years, 12 amateur fights, a young team, Coach Yarde, who I used to train for £5 an hour in Peacock Gym. Cutman Cam, lovely Asian man, who was in Southampton a year ago, twiddling his fingers, watching with starry eyes Tunde Ajayi and Stamina for Soul on TV. What is it that made us get to that level of the sport so quickly? Education. And you're gonna see this a lot more. I tweeted, I post, I Facebook the other day, 4 new fighters since the fight. It's gonna happen. And I ain't gonna stop talking. And everyone says stop talking, I'm gonna keep talking. Listen, I've been talking like this from the start. It's never stopped it from happening. That's fear. I don't fear nothing. I literally, whoa. You're born with 2 fears. See, I'm teaching again. Loud noises and heights. I still got those fears. But remember, they said that how can you go from a C class to A class? But we proved it. Even my friend Andre Ward, he had to retract and say, you know what? They showed me something. I didn't believe that they had that in the tank. I didn't believe they can do that. So when you have a great like Andre Ward saying that, that proves everything. That proves my theory that we have got something. But as I say, you can't buy, borrow, or pretend to have experience. And that is the one time experience showed its factor. But what's the positive of that? We now have that experience. And that's why there is nothing bad to look at this.
Tunde, the week after the fight, I remember seeing on Twitter you kind of addressed there was a few people inboxing,
Yes.
kind of suggesting that your corner instructions to him were
Yeah.
basically lines in the camp.
Yes.
Okay, so you felt like you had to address that on Twitter. I saw you address that on Twitter.
Yeah.
So I just wanted you to talk about it with me a little bit.
Well, first of all, I think what it was is that people said that there were no talk. They didn't hear me talk in the camp. Now, there was a microphone attached to Tunde Ajayi. BT chose to air or broadcast certain things I said. Now, if you go back and look at every single one of Anthony Yarde's 18 fights, have you ever heard me talk in a corner? No, you haven't. There you go. This is what I'm trying to say. You can fool some people sometime, but not all of the time. If you want the real facts, come to Tunde Ajayi. We don't talk in our corner. In fact, Frank Greaves was shouting behind me. I told him, relax. Stop shouting. But the inexperience of our team on that particular night reared its head. I wouldn't say ugly head, but it reared its head. We got so excited in the 8th round.
As did everyone.
We was come on now, buddy. But that's the love, man. That's the love. That's I wanted it for my son so much. We all wanted it for him. We all wanted it for Ant so much. We lost it. That's the reality of it. But it was an experience for us. It ain't no blaming this, blaming that. No, that's not family. That's not a team. We just have to take it as that. Because if you look at Anthony's fights previously, when he gets someone hurt, very relaxed. But because we're all connected, how we feel is how we feel. And that was we was all rushing. We was all panic. But it wasn't a bad panic. It was over an excitement.
Tunde, let me ask you, when you obviously wouldn't have heard this on the night, but afterwards you would have heard Buddy McGirt talking to Kovalev.
Someone told me that.
Yeah, and telling him that he was going to pull him out.
There you go. So
show
again,
me something. I think his words were, show me something, I'm going to pull you out.
Again, this is what I'm trying to say.
I think those were the words.
These people that you're talking about that say Tunde Ajayi done this wrong, that wrong. Hold on. What's the round everybody's talking about in the fight? Come on, Coop. What round is it?
Magic number 8.
Come on. This is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to say. So, you want your cake and eat it. Basically, that's what these negative people are saying. They want the cake and eat it. Hold on. Let's just flip the script. Supposing Anthony stopped Anthony in that 8th round. What do you think they'd be saying about Tunde Ajayi now? This is what I'm trying to say. I don't live for people, Kook. I do the honest thing that's in my heart. I made the call, and I don't like to look back, but we nearly done it. Anthony nearly done it, and he done what I asked him to do, and that's the thing that I love Anthony. He don't make no excuses.
Moving forward now, building on the experience of Russia,
Sir.
to make sure that when Anthony's in that position, which he will be, to
Yes.
challenge for another world title, what changes are you going to make? Any
Yes.
changes? And in particular, sparring as well, which you've had a lot of criticism
I'm his sparring
over.
partner. I'm his sparring partner. I keep telling you. We just challenged the elite champion for the championships of the world. Now, you said it, I never said it. But if we did do it without sparring, I think everybody better stop sparring. Because you ain't been at this level.
Did you see why people would look at that as very kind of, should we use the term unorthodox?
Well, that's what it is. I'm not here. I personally, this is Tunde Ajayi speaking. I don't want to be ordinary. I want to be extraordinary. And to be extraordinary, you gotta do things outside of the box. You're gonna always do things. Einstein was crazy. Until I think he discovered the law of relativity. Thomas Edison was a madman who failed 1,000 times. More than 1,000 times. You're gonna have to accept this. The way I teach boxing, you're just gonna have to accept it. Remember this, when you first started interviewing me years ago, this is what I tell you, me and you have been on this journey.
I interviewed you actually, just to recap, I interviewed you actually, the first time I met you was in the Peacock before I was doing IFL. I was actually doing something else in the Peacock that day.
There you go.
And you were there with Julius Saba, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about. This is my point. Years ago, when you interviewed me, and I came on the scene with this tippy-tappy pads, as they like to call it. I think, again, they're naming these systems. I call it System 9, but I work with tippy-tappy pads. I kind of like the name. I think it's kind of funny. Everybody, bar none, disrespecting me. What is that crap? Rubbish. Look on YouTube today, Coop. Go in Del Youth. Go in the Lynn Amateur Boxing Club. Go in your local professional club. I guarantee you, you will see a coach doing those tippy-tappy pads. I revolutionized it in this country because I had the bollocks. Sorry, Dad and Mum. But you know, I'm always talking about my dad. To just be there to do something different. And I'm never going to change. And I just think that somebody's got to take the bullets and the arrows before everybody says, you know what, that Tunde was onto something. And our time will come.
What, Tunde, when was the last time Anthony sparred another boxer? I'm genuinely interested.
I'm going to keep it going. He don't spar no one. He spars me.
When was there must have come a time in the last 4 years that Anthony, in the Peacock Gym, has sparred another professional fighter.
Yes.
Active at the time or whatever.
Yes.
When was that?
You want me to let the cat out of the bag?
No, I just want to know when it is. I'm asking you who it is. I'm asking when it is.
Listen. I'm gonna give the people what they want. I'm his sparring partner. He ain't sparring no one. I'm his sparring partner.
You're telling me since he's been under you, right, from day dot, yeah, he's never sparred another active professional fighter. Come on, Tunde. Tunde, come on.
No, I'm his sparring partner. We got there. We're 80. We were 80.
I don't believe he's had no sparring
sessions.
There you
go. This is what I'm trying to say. But I have to keep this show going. I keep telling you, it's the entertainment business. It's what allows people to have something to talk about. When they're on their lunch break at work, they'll be like, that effing Tunde Ajayi, you know, he sent Anthony in there with, bro, in the barbershops, Coog, in the barbershops. The yard man, them, as I like to call them, they're saying, look up, pussy all Tunde, send the boy in a big championship fight, no sparring, either, man, when we see that. They're like, bro, what kind of foolish business is that? See, this is my Jamaican, bro. I tell you, I'm from the roads. I can tell you, multicultural, environmental. Switch it from Cockney, Patois, Jamaican, Yoruba, Igbo, Ghanaian. I can do it all. Essex. Well, you know, we're Essex, man. But, you know, listen, I just like to give the people something to talk about. You'll have to really use your own brain and ask yourself, did a person who landed the most punches ever on Sergey Kovalev did that without sparring?
Doesn't part of you think, what can we do with sparring? If you're saying what you're saying is,
yes,
we got to this level, we're competing against someone like that at that level with no sparring.
Yes. What
could we do with sparring? Are you telling me that?
First of all, is this? You said, and this is what I keep telling people.
Yeah.
You said it. You're not you, KUGAN, CASSIUS.
Yeah.
The people have said this. I never said it. You never heard Anthony Yarde say it. So I'm like, well, that's what they think. I'm just gonna keep it rolling. But the point is this. Whether we done it or we didn't do it, show me somebody. No GB backing, no MTK support. The president of MTK is my good friend. We're having lunch, October.
Shout out MTK.
Shout out MTK. Boop, 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 boop. We're different. And I just think that we've done it once, we're going to do it again.
Before we finish, we want to get back in there with these kids in Dubois and that. Finally, how is Anthony?
Yes. Good
First
question.
of all.
I think, Anne posted, listen, he posted something yesterday at, I think the day before yesterday at a basketball game. And then today, he's doing a shop visit with Adidas. I personally, just a few texts. Everyone was around the house. But like I said, the suggestion you make to yourself is more powerful than the suggestion of others. And it's something, this is a mental recuperation for Anthony. Physical, easy. He's a young man. He's not Tunde Ajayi. The way he deals with things is the way he's going to deal with things. One thing I always say to Anne, when those thoughts inevitably enter your mind of negativity, when anybody tries to put doubts in your mind, just look back. Just look back. Think about what we've done, where we've come from, how we got here. The fact that we have hundreds of thousands of people in all different countries shouting lines in the camp. Those are the things he needs to focus on and not worry about. It's a happening, and I say, the way I deal with things, I can never answer that question 100% because I'm not Anthony. But one thing I can tell you about Anthony Yarde, when he's on his own at night, he's a great thinker. And I think that, again, I'm not rushing him to come back in the gym. To be honest with you, I think he should just take the whole... me personally, I think he should just relax.
Take the year off.
Take the year off.
Which is only 3 months of the year.
3 months of it. Listen.
Yeah, 3.5, yeah.
He's got enough money. I've done my job. Up until this point. The job ain't finished. No way.
Ain't started yet, is it?
It ain't even started. And so I just don't see the rush. Everything Anthony does up until to this point, everything Anthony does moving forward will not be out of necessity. He doesn't need to. He can do it. He could just do it with a clear mind. 99, I got to talk these facts because I'm only talking facts. 95% of boxers will never earn the money Anthony Yarde earned.
Yeah, well, that's
on the 24th of August.
I can.
95% of all professional boxers will never earn the money Anthony and myself earned on the 24th of August, and that's because the reward for risk is big. So, I've gone on. I just think that it's a question I can never totally answer because you don't know a young man has thoughts that comes into the head. But the main thing is that he's got a team. You see us, we're all in there, shouting lines in the camp. It's a family, and that's what I always dreamt of creating, and that's what I created. I created a platform when things go pear-shaped, not that we're looking for them to go pear-shaped, you always have a family to land on. And we all can't wait for Anne to come back.
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
Tunde, listen, thank you very much for your time
Thank you, KUGAN.
today. And
The great KUGAN. Got a plug.
No.
You know my man.
I'm no master
How's the
genius.
family?
All good, all
Yeah,
good.
fam, of course we're
Everything's
good. You're good, so everything's
I
going to
woke
be
up
good.
this morning, life's good.
Trust me. Whoa. Again, I don't necessarily agree with that. I heard Spencer say that one time. There's people waking up and life ain't good.
Fair enough, but I woke up this morning and life's
That's what I'm
good.
trying to
so
say, and it's about you.
myself. Tunde, thank you very much for your time. No doubt we'll catch up with you soon.
Yes, sir. Dream it, believe it, become it. IFL TV, YouTube, Spotify now, right?
No
Spotify?
No.
All right, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, MySpace. We got everything.
We got everything. Top man.
Yes,
KUGAN,
sir.
CASSIUS, Tunde Ajayi, IFL TV. Thank you very much. God
Yes,
bless
sir.
you.
The opportunity arose for him to close the show, and he did it in emphatic style.
Whatever he hits falls.